Namaskar, friends. I strongly condemned the central government in the manner in which they are trying to suppress the volunteers of Youth Congress. B.V. Srinivas was interrogated today. Police came to IYC office and was asking about how he helped the, the needy in the pandemic. One, we have to understand, Mr. Modi ji, what is Youth Congress? Youth Congress is the biggest youth organization of world. I came from Youth Congress. 10 years I was National Executive Member, National Secretary and General Secretary of Indian Youth Congress, also State President. I have seen very closely the working of Youth Congress. I worked with Randeep Singh Surjewala ji and also other successive presidents. When I was Youth Congress President of Mumbai, within a short period of time, the Youth Congress donated 12,000 blood donations bottles. 12,000 bottles. This is the power of Youth Congress. So B.V. Srinivas is not alone. He is along with the team of Youth Congress. He has formulated 1,000 people across the country, and under the instructions of Rahul Gandhi ji, Priyanka Gandhi ji, he was working. Our leader Rahul ji and Sonia ji, Priyanka ji has strictly warned us, has told us to leave all the program aside, and our priority should be first and foremost go and help the needy in this pandemic. Today, everybody knows what the High Court said. High Court said Narendra Modi government that beg, borrow or steal, but give oxygen to those who are dying. It is the utmost duty of the government to save the lives of the people rather than doing any political rallies. Today, Narendra Modi, when the second wave of COVID was at its epitome, was busy in doing political rallies across the election going states. This is his sensitivity. And on the other hand, our people like Srinivas was instrumental in saving lives of the people. The youth wing of Bharatiya Janata Party, Tejasvi Surya, is the president from Karnataka. Srinivas is also from Karnataka. What the Tejasvi Surya was doing? He was busy in spreading communal hatred. Amidst the chaos, amidst the catastrophe of pandemic. This is shameful and highly condemnable. The only national program of the youth wing of Bharatiya Janata Party is to peddle communal hatred and keep the pot boiling of polarization. Shame on you, Bharatiya Janata Party. When the people are in distress, the people are in despair, they are dying. Your utmost duty is to save their life, but you are totally failed in providing them health facilities. There was no vaccination policy. There was no proper policy and program of the central government to tackle with the crisis of pandemic. The non-serious attitude led more crisis, aggravated more crisis. There is no policy of vaccination. People are drastically in despair. The figures of death is being hid. This is very much deplorable. You can see the Ganga and the Jamuna. The dead bodies are floating on it. This is what the picture is, today's picture. But those who are helping, those who are on the field, you are trying to intimidate them. You are trying to threaten them by your police. Those who are trying to expose you, those who are trying to bring to the light the failure of medical health infrastructure of the government, the policy of the government, they are being intimidated and threatened by the police. They are put behind the bar. This policy can be compared with the British policy. I remember the atrocities of British in the freedom struggle. Today, I've seen Mr. Pappu Yadav, who exposed the MP Lad Fund scam of the ambulance, and on the next day he was put behind bar. In Uttar Pradesh also, those doctors, those kith and kin of the patients who are trying to bring to the light, they are not doing it purposely. Their kith and kin are died. They are losing their relatives. They are losing their close father, mother, sister. That brings them the agony, the frustration, and therefore they are exposing today you. How much you can suppress them? I don't understand. The policy of the Bharatiya Janata Party is total failure. The vaccination policy is also total failure. The vaccine which is manufactured by Serum Institute, the vaccine which is been invented by the Oxford University along with AstraZeneca, and which has been given contract to the Indian vaccine manufacturer Serum Institute, there also the policy is not clear. There is something fishy going on. The manufacturer is giving the vaccine to the central government for 150 rupees, and on the other hand, the same vaccine in the same country is being given to the state governments for 300 rupees. Why there is a difference between 150 rupees? Then why can't Narendra Modi purchase all the vaccines and distribute it to the state governments? All the chief minister has requested to do so. They are ready to pay for it. It will save the money of the poor people, the tax money which we are earning with very much hard earned money. This is not the money of Narendra Modi, or this is not the money created by Narendra Modi or Bharatiya Janata Party. This is the money collected from the taxes of common people like you and me. This all money is our money, and you are spending it. You are spending it on unnecessary projects like the Central Vista. Admit, when you don't have money to buy the vaccine, you don't have money to buy it and give it to the state, then why are you not stopping the unnecessarily criminal wastage of money by investing into Central Vista, which is nothing but a new parliament building, a new residence for the prime ministers and other mantralayas, all minister buildings? What is it necessary for? Today we have a beautiful, magnanimous building, historic building of parliament. Are you vandal? Why you want to destroy that building slowly and gradually? Why you want to shift the focus to new construction when already there is a very big building of parliament is in Delhi is there? Already there are very beautiful and very magnanimous, very strong buildings of mantralayas, North Block, South Blocks, Shastri Bhavan, Udyog Bhavan, all the New Delhi, already big buildings are there. Why you want to construct new mantralayas? Already there is a prime minister's residence, very beautifully situated, very protective situated. Then why you want a new building for you when the people is not getting oxygen, when there is no employment, there is total despair, people are dying, you are not able to provide them what is your duty, provide them oxygen, provide them facilities, provide them food, shelter and clothing. Then why you are wasting criminally our money? That is the question. Therefore this policy of Narendra Modi is totally exposed. This government is totally exposed. And I'm telling you, don't try to suppress the voices of socialists, reformists, and volunteers. You have seen in West Bengal what is the result of suppressing the voices of volunteers. The Bharatiya Youth Congress is the very strongest organization. If you try to suppress, intimidate our volunteers, then you have to pay very heavily in the coming Lok Sabha elections. Today also, under the leadership of Priyanka Gandhi, when the elections was conducted for panchayats, the Congress party has progressed a lot under her leadership. The panchayat elections was fought by 3-4 parties and Congress party came second in it. First came the Samajwadi party and second Congress party. So this is the intimation to you, this is a progress card of your government, not only the central government but also Uttar Pradesh government. And this is the time that you should understand and stop this type of dirty politics. Jai Hind.